Hi, this is Colleen McGee, and you're listening to another episode of Fort Riley, the podcast. Today, we are talking Drunk and Drugged Driving Prevention Month.
Hello, I'm Command Sergeant Major Jason Pullen, your Garrison Command Sergeant Major. Every year, thousands of lives are needlessly lost on our nation's roadway because of alcohol and drug-impaired driving. These are avoidable tragedies that leave deep holes in our nation's families and communities. During National Impaired Driving Prevention Month, we reaffirm our commitment to preventing impaired driving. We remember the victims and honor their memories by making the responsible decision to drive sober and ensure that others do the same. Driving while impaired by any substance, legal or illegal, is dangerous. Alcohol, illicit drugs, or even over-the-counter and prescription medication can impair a driver's judgment, decreasing motor coordination and slow the reaction time necessary to safely operate a motor vehicle. Alcohol-impaired driving has led to over 10,000 deaths each year. So keep yourself and others safe this holiday season and year-round. If you're drinking or using drugs, do not drive for any reason. Instead, rely on a different, sober form of transportation. If someone you know has been drinking or using drugs, do not let that person get behind the wheel. Take their keys and help them find a sober ride home. Always wear your seatbelt, as it's the best defense against impaired drivers. If you see an impaired driver on the road, contact local law enforcement. Doing so could save someone's life.
National Impaired Driving Prevention Month is also known as National Drunk and Drug Driving Prevention Month. And here to tell us some great tips and techniques on how to keep yourself out of trouble during the holiday season and this Prevention Month effort is Nicole Sizemore from our Army Substance Abuse Program.
December is Drugged and Drunk Driving Prevention Month, and the Fort Riley Army Substance Abuse Program would like to remind everyone, if you're going to drink, please follow the low-risk guidelines, which are not more than one standard drink in an hour, not more than 2 standard drinks daily, and not more than 3 standard drinks on any given day. The Army Substance Abuse Program would also like to ask everyone that if you are going to drink, please don't drive. Have a designated driver regardless of how much you consume.
Why is it important here at Fort Riley to be, because it's so easy during the holidays especially, to get carried away with celebration. So,
and it's not just Fort Riley. Unfortunately, most people feel like alcohol has to be part of the celebration. And that's everywhere you go. It's being offered to you a lot more than at other times of the year. It's, it seems more socially acceptable at certain times of the year to have alcohol present and, alcohol in the eggnog, alcohol in the punch, alcohol in the cake. There's just a lot of alcohol. It just seems like it's around us a lot more during the holidays.
I guess one of the resilience techniques that we use is planning ahead and being aware that that's the case.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So what are some good tactics to help somebody feel, because it's hard to not want to be, you don't want to feel less than with your friends,
Mm-hmm. Eat a good meal. Definitely eat food. Always have a drink. There are other options available, non-alcoholic. So, if you have something in your hand, like eggnog without alcohol, then, it's not obvious to other people that you're not having a drink, and you feel like you're part of it, you're drinking something. So, like I said, just eat and play games and dance and sing and get involved and stay busy at the gatherings. Don't sit around and where you're more tempted. Stay active and busy and engaged.
That also sounds like a recipe for a really good time.
Yes. There are lots of great ideas out there right now for games to play at gatherings and stuff. One should really, if you're going to host a party, should definitely look at some of the options for fun games.
Thank you for listening to Fort Riley, the podcast.